Welcome to the fourth segment that we have here to educate you about plea deals. The fourth thing that we're going to get into is whether a guilty plea needs to be accepted knowingly and voluntarily. My name's Zach Divelbiss. I'm a criminal defense lawyer here in Phoenix, Arizona. If you have questions, please contact us. 98% of cases do not go to trial here at the Maricopa County felony level. Most of those cases are resolved by a plea deal. This fourth factor that we're going to get into is critically important for you to know and understand because the judge is going to ask you questions with us by your side. You need to know these answers and you need to have a defense attorney who's there to educate you before you get to the judge about how to answer these. So when you enter a plea agreement at the hearing, it will be presided over by a judge. The judge will essentially have to sign off on the plea deal. The judge will question you to ensure that you are accepting the plea agreement knowingly and voluntarily. You will be asked questions about your mental competence and your understandings of the plea. The judge will ask you if you are satisfied with the services of your lawyer. The judge will ask you questions to ensure that you understand the legal rights, the constitutional rights that you are surrendering, waiving, giving up by pleading guilty, including your right to have a trial and your right to appeals if you lose at that trial. The judge will ask you questions to ascertain your understanding of the penalties for conviction, what you agree to within the plea agreement itself. The judge will ask you questions about the plea agreement and any threats or promises that someone may have potentially given you that forced you to accept that plea deal. Or if anyone promised you something that's not in that plea deal. The judge will ask you questions to assure that there's a factual basis of guilt. The judge will ask you what happened on that date, time, and location, and whether that situation actually is the plea agreement that you're agreeing to. These questions are critically important for you to know and prepare before you get to court. Some attorneys don't want to prepare you for this because they don't want to look bad. It's important that you have a lawyer that you can trust to go over these questions beforehand. And if you have any problems with your current attorney, or you don't have an attorney at all, please contact us. That way we can help you out. We want to make sure that you are knowingly and voluntarily accepting a plea deal if you have to.